The reason why today's video is so unique is because I'll be sharing a fascinating secret. Yes, there was a secret that the top Shib whales had been keeping to themselves for a time, but it has now been revealed. And I'll make it known. In this video, I'll also give a frank assessment of what the crypto market will likely bring. To ensure that you don't miss any information, stay until the very end. Starting immediately. Shib purchases have been rising over the past few days, which is fantastic. Whether this is as a result of the latest Shibarium upgrade that the dev team made, as we discussed in yesterday's video, or just because Shib is growing in popularity. The fact is that more people are making purchases. Shib is currently one of the crypto assets that the biggest investors have exchanged the most in the last 24 hours due to the enormous number of people who have been buying it. Between these whales, there were around 856 million Shib tokens traded on average. The experts claims that these purchases have an additional layer of positive are what make this even more intriguing. And that's connected to the fact that Shib sales accounted for the majority of the trade volume. Undoubtedly shocking, I know. With average values of 510 million Shib and 346.3 million Shib, respectively, the Shiba Inu token has reportedly become one of the most bought and sold tokens by whales. The token was also more prominent in the second list than it was in the first, indicating that the sale touched more people than only Shib and that these purchases were more focused. Consequently, yeah, Shib have been sold in bigger pieces than they have been bought. However, it appears that overall, there have been more purchases than sales. This will explain why, rather than decreasing over the past 24 hours, the amount of Shib in the combined bank accounts of the largest deceased whales have climbed. Even more intriguing is the fact that the growth was significant. The whales' combined bank accounts climbed by a staggering 23 billion Shib in just one day. Having said that, we inevitably return to attempting to understand why whales have been acquiring numerous Shib in recent years. 23 billion Shib tokens in 24 hours is a lot, in my opinion. Additionally, the action seems to portend the arrival of a major event. These whales would presumably be among the first creatures to recognize and enter something significant if it were to occur. Who knows if that is indeed the case? Anyway, Shib is currently the token in the greatest dev whales portfolio with the 10th highest share. So, take that any way you want. After that, let's discuss how much money people are making from Shib. People who enter the Shiba Inu market in the latter half of 2022 might not be aware of this, but some investors who gained millions by placing a few dollars in Shib. Many of these individuals began purchasing products almost immediately following the market's August 2020 opening, when the token was trading at a very low price with several zeros. They put down a few $100s. They became millionaires pretty quickly. Some others gained slightly more money by investing a little more. One lucky buyer, for instance, spent $2,233 to buy 3.49 trillion chips between November and December 2020. Shib was still trading with 10 zeros at this time, thus the investor could purchase more than 3 trillion chips for around $2,000 at the time. Given that Shib now trades with around 4 zeros, this is obviously no longer practical, but it is still reasonably priced. Speaking of zeros, after Shib deleted many of its zeros, the investor's $23 million investment in Shib, which had originally cost $2,000, was withdrawn in December 2022. This means that this investor was able to turn $2,233 into $23 million in just under 2 years. This certainly does not occur every day or with every cryptocurrency, but this investor has just succeeded in selecting the appropriate investment and token. This is only one example of many examples of regular people who achieved success by entering the Shiba Inu industry early enough. In one of my past films, I discussed how a truck driver in the year 2020 earned millions of dollars by putting just $650 into a single shift. This former truck driver has enough money from the appropriate investment to retire and lead a fulfilling life. In essence, tales like these enticed a large number of people to join the Shiba Inu environment in the weeks and months that followed. The majority of those that entered the market late in 2021 did not profit as much as those who entered back in 2020, Therefore, some are likely now questioning if they should have. Does this imply, however, that the Shiba fresh boom is over? Has she lost the ability to turn ordinary people into millionaires? In any case, I don't believe it is or has. However, before we do that, this channel offers a daily prize of 100,000 chips for a chance to enter the competition. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment below. Shiban, best of luck. Additionally, this channel now has a membership option. Joining provides you access to a private group chat with me where we can talk about success, money, and crypto gems. You can click the membership button if you're interested. Given that Shib is worth more now than it did in 2020, we might not see that kind of insane profit based on such little money again. However, this is not because Shib is gone. Therefore, much like with older coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you would need to invest a little bit more to make a lot of profit. I do think that owners of her blue tokens could still realize large returns from their holdings, though. It goes without saying that a number of things need to be put in place. For instance, the introduction of Shibarium may make Shib more accessible to trade in and may lend the Shiba Inu project more credibility, both of which may increase Shib's appeal. Burning Shib would then contribute to the creation of a scarcity, which should logically raise the value of Shib. With these elements in place, it's possible that tales of Shib making individuals rich will become more commonplace than they now are. In that vein, let's discuss the expected price of Shib in 2023. It's pointless to keep beating a dead horse about how bad 2022 will be for the whole crypto sector, especially the major player Bitcoin. In fact, gold performs far better than Bitcoin, which is concerning because there were discussions about Bitcoin being a better inflation hedge than gold earlier in the year. However, based on the performance in 2022, it appears that argument may no longer be relevant. Anyway, what do analysts predict will happen to Bitcoin's price in 2023? According to Newspeak, that will occur in 2023. According to Arcane Study, the consequences of infection are likely to persist in the first half of 2023. But compared to the last 3 years, we believe that much of 2023 will be less hectic, borderline, and eventful. Secret studies make predictions. In addition, Arcane Study anticipates that Europe will function as a further trigger when the European Parliament approves the MiC Act in February 2023. The main forecast for 2023 still holds true. Despite the tighter macroeconomic environment, Bitcoin will recover. Accordingly, this is a great time to gradually increase BTK exposure. Basically, the forecast is that 2023 may still be challenging, but Bitcoin may start to reclaim its preeminent position. Now, if you have been following the cryptocurrency market for long, you are aware of the reason why we refer to Bitcoin when talking about Shib's price prediction. Any changes to Bitcoin have an impact on the entire cryptocurrency market, including Shiba Inu. So it appears that Shib may also experience more erratic movements in the future, but these movements will eventually be for the better. How do you feel? I should add that this is not investment advice. Before deciding anything about your tokens, make sure to conduct your own study. This brings us to the conclusion of the video. Please like this video if you appreciated it, and don't forget to leave a comment in the space provided. I find that the YouTube algorithm is greatly aided by this. Also, if you can, spread the word about this video as widely as you can. Let's spread the word about this.